Welcome to another one of my videos. My name is Ben Wood and I'm the author of Never Come Back to Earth Again. So this video we're going to be talking about seeing reality clearly over illusory emotions. So what's that saying is, maybe you're going through this if you're having a healing or a spiritual experience, is your emotional charge in your emotional body can distort reality immensely. So what's actually happening in your experience is totally governed by your emotions. So as you heal on your healing journey, you'll become free of that. And that freedom is priceless. It is the freedom the empath is looking for. If you're a sensitive person, you feel other people's emotions, you're bogged down with other people's pain and thoughts, emotions, everything for days, weeks, probably your whole life. So this video, I'll talk about how the experience has affected me, having this experience, and hopefully it will help you if you're going through that experience. You may be even going through it and you don't even realise it. You might not even know what's happening to you. So a good description, if you like, of that, how your emotions are not clearly what's happening in your experience. If you look at that film Fatal Attraction with Michael Douglas, I think it's Glenn Close, I'm not sure the actress's name, where they have that one night stand at the start. There's that immense initial attraction for each other. They're mesmerised by each other at that party. Now, I've had that in my lifetime with somebody, and you don't know why. When you see them, it's like that rush, and you go all red when you're younger, and your emotions are all over the place, and you might go weak at your knees, all this kind of thing. And maybe you've had a relationship with that person. Have you ever had such an attraction for somebody, you then have the relationship, and then after a few months or years, it's not what you thought. Because the relationship was not based on the emotion, but your vulnerability, your emotions when they're vulnerable and raw and open when you're younger, distort what's actually happening. So that film's a great film. It may even bring some wounds up in you from when you were younger to heal up and become free of that. And another experience is when you're craving food. I used to eat 7 chocolate bars a day, McDonald's. I used to eat rubbish to dumb down my emotions. I was that emotionally active when I was younger. I needed food to calm me down, to soothe my raw emotions. So the experience that happened to me was a period of 3 or 4 years where you were releasing gunk. I've mentioned this in my book. I couldn't listen to any music. I couldn't watch films. I was literally in nature all the time for many, many years, and that might be happening to you. So as my body began to heal and become whole, my emotions become whole, this is what I experienced. You may feel this in your day-to-day life. You may feel numb around needy people. Let me just put that, needy people. The numbness is good because if you're a sensitive person or an empath, you mimic their behaviour, don't you? If someone's really happy in front of you, you become happy. If they're sad, they bring you down. In some ways, us empaths tend to live other people's lives quite a lot, and we want to please other people. So you may find that when you've healed up or you're healing now, that you feel numb around these people that don't do anything for you anymore. And you might think something's wrong with you. I did. I thought, what's wrong with me? Why aren't I feeling like my vulnerable self? You know, we've all got this vulnerable self, and that's key. If you can move into your vulnerable self, you'll become more whole in yourself. So yeah, the numbness is good. that means you don't need these needy people anymore. And you're going to move into this other experience, is you're going to live your life now. Meaning most people pleasers are in jobs where you're running round for other people. You want to save the earth. You want to work in a busy environment because you feel wanted, you feel needed. And it is an amazing feeling. When I was younger, I was in that environment. I really liked it, but I got burnt out. It absolutely frazzled me. I could no longer keep up that pace. I got tired of pleasing everybody else. Everybody going to me because I always sorted the problem out. So what you'll find is you'll become more self-sufficient, you'll become more whole, and you can live your life now. So it's end of the people pleaser. That was the next point. End of everyone relying on you. And you would never say anything because deep down you enjoyed it, but your body is going to be changing. If you're going through this experience, it's like you've got nothing left in the tank. My body just shut down when I was about, I think it was 28, 32 it was. I just shut down and I had a period of 4 years where I didn't work. And my body had to adjust and have this shift within to heal. And this, we'll talk about this last point, which is immensely for you empaths and sensitive people. What do we get blinded by? We're extremely psychic. If you've had an awakening, you're even more psychic. But what do we get blinded by? The narcissist. Why do we could never see their patterns? We seem to just be drawn to them and can't see it. And that's because that energy feels comfortable to us. So when the universe takes you out of the soil, which it's probably doing now if you're watching this, and you begin to heal your body, you are free from the narcissist energy. And that may take some time to heal. Even in the supermarket now, I can smell that energy. And it's weird. So as you become free of it, it's almost like there'll be a bit of paper next to you that will guide you away from it. And you can be free of it. The only way you can be free of that narcissist energy is to get it out of your body. And I do believe we've all got a bit of narcissist energy in us. And a narcissist is just a very strong sense of self, controlling, they want attention. We've all got a little bit in us, but you're not completely dominated by it. They want attention all the time. You're a slave to them. And that's why the empath and the narcissist is such a good combination until you have your awakening. And then you see that they're destroying your life. And when you get older, this is the key. If you're with a narcissist and you're going into a relationship with them in your 40s, it's going to be hell. Because the narcissist doesn't like getting old. So yeah, to become free of the narcissist energy is to get it out of your body. And then your emotions won't just be hooking in with their emotions, and as an empath you mimic their life, so you want to please them. So in a way you don't even know it's happening when you're unconscious. So as your emotions become whole, you'll probably see the narcissist as a very immature person. So you're not resonating, or your energy body and your emotional body is free from that. Wow, that is heaven. That is, you've died and gone to heaven. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful not to feel those needy emotions, to be taken over by it. And let's go back to Fatal Attraction. I had a scenario, this was not long ago, a couple of months ago, where I detected somebody's energy that I would have been bowled over by when I was younger. You know, we've all had this where your head could just look at somebody, not that you're attracted to them, but your energy just goes to that person, but you don't know why. And what you'll see, and what happened to me, is I could see straight in their core. With my awakening, different senses opened. I could see, because you'll be able to tap into different points in time, I could see what being around that person would have brought me. And it would be misery. But why do we want to please that person? So that's the wound, the vulnerability wound that will come up to be healed. So am I saying don't trust your emotions? I'm saying observe them. Observe them and realise they're not you. And when you're younger, if you're watching this, it might be unlikely if you're a young person watching this, because you are your emotions when you're younger. You've got that many emotions going. You don't even, well, you're just enjoying life more, aren't you? And experiences, and you're going from one thing to the next. And that's a lovely time. So observe it in yourself and realise it's not you. It's a massive distortion of the actuality of that reality moment. It's strange to think that someone can, especially that fatal attraction when they're in that bar, and how their emotions are completely destroying his life. He's got his wife and his kids at home, and it's a great film, that is. I read some of the comments on YouTube about it stopped so many people having an affair in the 1980s, and it would do. But here's the key as well: if you're on the spiritual path and you're with your twin flame, you would never ever do that to your twin. So there's other wounds that will come up to be healed within, because there's always something, if that's coming up, that you don't feel enough, so you want something else in somebody else. I said that right, I think. Yeah, I did. In somebody else. So there's lots of strange wounds coming up. Excuse me. So yeah, if you're going through them, there's nothing wrong with you to feel numb. Is you're not feeling numb, is you're getting more whole. You don't need that needy person anymore that's draining you. In the past, you might have enjoyed it and felt part of, when you're needy, you like to get it out your system and talk through it. But you might not like that anymore. And there's nothing wrong. It's not numb. You're just feeling whole and balanced. It's beautiful. And you can live your life. It's massive, this is. You can go around being self-sufficient. You were probably a doer in the past, but you had a lot of waiting around as well, because it goes hand in hand with that. The people pleaser puts himself out and ends up waiting for ages for other people. So as you become whole, your energy field will be stronger, and you might find all the people pleasers are going to help you now, because they'll like your energy. You'll have a stronger frame. You won't be needing and wanting anymore. So it's strange, they just want to help you out. And that's what I really noticed in my energy field. There's people I used to be standing in queues, and people used to come up to me and say, yeah, I'll take that off you and sort that out, where that never happened before. It was weird. It almost like you were people pleasing all the time. So it was hard to explain. You just ended up bogged down with too much stuff, and you couldn't see reality for what it was. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say on that subject. And the foods, yes, I don't know if I talked about the foods, but I'll quickly go into that, is to soothe disruptive emotions. Lots of eating to soothe you down. So when you've healed these emotions, you're not going to have to eat loads of crap food to dumb your emotions down. And that's also beautiful as well. Eating all them crap foods, how's your energy body going to be? It's going to be so active, so all over the place. So that'll happen in time. If you're having a healing experience, it will sort itself out in time. So yeah, if you're going through that, just take time with yourself. You're changing. We're changing all the time. I'm not the same person as when I started this video. You're not the same person when you turn it off. So all that's to do is to love yourself if you're on a healing journey. That's what it's all about, is you becoming whole, you living your life now to heal up, put the jigsaw back together, all your pieces of who you were, heal your energy body, and then you can live your life again. You can go out and be yourself, not the person you were conditioned to be. And that can be quite difficult if you're hanging on to that person. And I still suffer with that all the time. I think about how I used to be and I want to go back to that. But that's not you. That was how society conditioned you to be. And you're breaking free of that. You're going home. So yeah, I hope that helps you guys. I'll do another video soon, and I'll see you.